What is up, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we've got Yu-Gi-Oh! News for the first time in what feels like forever. I know it's only been like a week and a half, but it's been a week and a half of like legitimately no news whatsoever. So definitely happy to see some stuff coming here. And it looks like today we have the effects revealed for the new like Kycoo card. I mean, I think this is a jump promo in the OCG, so we'll get it imported somewhere else. But when they revealed its art, they talked about it like this is another card reminiscent of Kycoo the Ghost Destroyer. So we'll see what he does there. I'm assuming it's kind of like a graveyard floodgatey card, and we'll see as we go. So this is Chosai the Ghost Blocker. He's a level 4 dark spellcaster effect monster with 1900 attack, 800 defense. So 1900, still a big, kind of chungus. And he has two different effects. His first effect his first effect reads, neither player can activate spell or trap effects from the graveyard. Okay. Second effect, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one spell or trap in your opponent's graveyard. Banish it. Okay. I mean, this card's... it's actually kind of funny. This card is just like, fuck you, eldlich. It's literally just take eldlich, and this card just fuck you, I hate you, and you die. Because that's really what this card seems to be. I mean, who knows? I mean, we've seen the progression of Yu-Gi-Oh! Get crazy with monsters, where monsters do stuff on the field, and then they also do stuff in grave. Maybe we could see that as an evolution with spells and traps. We already have some. I mean, you think of like the True Draco spells, the eldlich spells and traps, like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Plunder Patrol's field spell can set itself back to the field. Ignister is actually a decent OCG deck, and their field spell, if it gets removed, puts itself back on the field, but they wouldn't be able to activate under this guy. So he's a cool card. I don't think he's as generically good as Kycoo. I just think monsters are way more important than spells and traps at the moment in the game, but who knows? I mean, this could be one of those cards. Maybe it's one of those cards like one of those like side deck cards for certain decks. I'm thinking about like Denko Sekka, right? When you play against back row decks, like just summon the Denko and then cut him off, right? Or you could also play this guy versus something like Eldlich. If Eldlich is still super popular in the game, this could just be a side deck card for a deck that doesn't use its normal summon too often. So you just normal him, and then you lock down their spells and traps in the grave. They can't rotate into more resources, and they just can kind of be put in a bind. Plus he's 1900, so none of the Eldlich trap monsters are big enough to get over him, which is actually pretty important. Only Golden Lord would be able to get him off the field, and even if they do remove him, you still get to banish one of their spells and traps. For your troubles. So I think he's a cool card. It's interesting. Like I think he could be a really good card at one point, but it's really just going to be dependent on if we actually have enough like decks at one time that just want their spells in the graveyard. And we have multiple decks. Like we've seen them be meta before, and he would have been good in those matchups. But we'll just have to see how things shape up in the future. But I think it's a cool card. I'm definitely not disappointed. I didn't expect him to be a meta warping card, but he's definitely a cool like stun floodgatey kind of card. So I'm into it there. Let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are on this card. Do you think he's good? Do you think he's kind of a letdown? I don't know. What other applications? I'm sure there are other ones too, like that I'm not even thinking of, decks that this card's actually pretty nice. And I guess Orcus, they can't use Babel Engrave or Orcus Crescendo to search Engrave. Not the most important effects to negate for Orcus, but still could come up, there's just a lot of things. I don't know. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think, where else this card could come up, if it's good or not, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, hopefully we'll get more news soon. Some archetypes, maybe some Majesty, Dawn of Majesty cards. Like I'm hoping they're soon. But that's gonna do it for me here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video, and peace.